selfishly, in our small corner of the world, we've been down because we are lacking for sports to watch. The games we expect to be played are not being played. But we've continued to look for silver linings. And one of those silver linings is that the athletes, coaches, and administrators who put on these games are actually a little more available than they might normally be. So we've been able to catch up with some folks from around the sports world. That includes our next guest. When you say sports world, you have to mean that literally in her case because she is a world champion. She played every game in the 2019 World Cup, starting as a defender. She was also a champion at UCLA, a 4-year starter and the Pac-12 Defender of the Year in 2014. She was the 2017 NWSL Defender of the Year. She plays for the North Carolina Courage and the U.S. women's national team. Currently, the NWSL has canceled preseason games and have delayed the start of their regular season. Like other sports leagues, things are up in the air, but that means there's time for Abby Dahlkemper to take some time to join us right now. Joining us from the North Carolina Courage and the U.S. women's national team, she is Abby Dahlkemper. Abby, how are you doing?
Good. I'm doing as well as I can be. I'm healthy and happy, so it's always a good thing.
And let's start right there. I've used this over and over. How are you doing is a cliche question most of the time, but in these different times, it takes on a new meaning. So what are you doing? Where are you doing? And how is your process of trying to get through this world in a somewhat normal sense going for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's going well. Like I said, I'm feeling really healthy. I'm actually in Raleigh, North Carolina, and most of the North Carolina Courage is here. We have just programs sent to us, and we do our own thing on the field and, do body weight, whatever, exercises we can do. And, we make do with what we have right now. And, but the most important thing is that I'm healthy, and that's what is a good thing.
That is. I'm sure you are missing games. Abby Dahlkemper from the North Carolina Courage joins us. I wanted to compare this to another difficult time in your life. You went through kind of a freakish, weird injury. It was an infection that started in your toe, but ended up being life-threatening. It was sort of a race against time. And then obviously in the recovery process, you missed what would have been normal playing. And athletes go through that all the time, injuries, right? Something that takes them out of the game, but the game continues. You may be going to meeting, you may be seeing your other teammates play without you or talking to them. Which is more difficult, having to sit out when sports are continuing, but you can't be a part of them because you're the one who's injured, or not having sports at all where nobody can play. You can't even get together and have a practice with your teammate. Which is the more challenging situation there?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think definitely, I mean, like you said, I had that kind of a freak incident, I guess, the septic infection in my toe, and it spread. But that was in 2016, and that was definitely really hard for me to see all my good friends and teammates and everyone out there, resuming play and stuff. And I was just anxious to get back out on the field and be, as close to normal as possible and be adaptable. And that's, I think, hopefully what I did, and just try and help my team whatever way I can.
Do you guys get together and talk as teammates outside of the stuff that the coaches are sending you to work out? Is there informal Zoom get-ups or have the text threads been longer?
We have a WhatsApp going on, so we definitely have, like you said, more than usual time on our hands. So we have been texting each other a lot of memes or stuff on social media and whatnot. So, but the main thing is that everyone's healthy here in North Carolina and at the club. So definitely a good thing. And it's just really important right now to, maintain your health and social distancing and, do your part.
What does workouts or these programs you have look like by yourself? To me, it sounds kind of boring, right?
Yeah.
Is it boring, or is it just trying to keep your body in some sort of soccer shape more than anything, trying to improve a skill? It feels I like to play golf. I like to play golf recreationally, but I have zero desire to go to the driving range, right? Because I need some sort of competition or score to go towards. So what does it look like, doing these things by yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of like you said, I think, obviously we all miss competing. playing against each other and playing against other teams. That's where you get better, I think. But, we're out on the fields, and we see our other teammates, obviously from a distance. So I think that definitely helps, keeps us pushing and motivated on course. Everyone's just doing their part to be the best teammate and be as prepared as possible for when the season starts.
Abby Dahlkemper joining us. She's from the North Carolina Courage and the U.S. Women's National Team. Abby, in the last month or 6 weeks, I don't know if I'll have the exact time right, but U.S. Soccer made a couple big hires. Cindy Parlow was named the president of U.S. Soccer. Will Wilson, the new CEO of the U.S. Soccer Federation. Now, I imagine those two people being in place don't change a lot about, how hard you work on the field or how your next game will go. But I'm curious, what is the impact on you as a U.S. Women's National Team player or as a NWSL player on changes that far up at the top? And what do you think about the new leadership of U.S. Soccer with Will Wilson and Cindy Parlow?
I think hopefully it'll be a great thing. I know, obviously, you said Cindy Parlow used to play on the Women's National Team, so she has a different perspective coming in. And I think, a fresh new start is good. And, hopefully just have a healthy and positive relationship. And, I think at the end of the day, they're hopefully going to be looking out for our best interests and whatnot. So, it's exciting, and hopefully it'll be a good thing.
All right, last question. Let's get to some fun stuff. We've all had a lot of free time. So are you a TV binger? Is there a show you want to recommend? Are you Tiger King? Have you taken advantage of Frozen 2 coming out on Disney Plus? What has it been look like?
Doing?
Yeah.
I've watched Tiger King, and it is mind-blowing. Everyone needs to watch that one. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And then I've also watched Ozark. I don't know, the new season 3 came out, and that is awesome too. So definitely a bunch of good shows on Netflix and HBO and whatnot. So, obviously taking time to work out, but also taking time to rest and just try and stay healthy.
Are there any consensus opinions among the Courage or the U.S. Women's National Team about Tiger King? Is anybody getting a new nickname out of this? Is anybody going to be referred to as, Abby Exotic or anything like that?
Is there a Carol on the team?
Is there a Carol? Yeah.
Oh gosh, I better not be Abby Exotic, but Carol Baskin. I think no, I was reading. I think the case with Carol Baskin just got reopened or something, which is nuts. But
Yep.
But yeah, no, we haven't really gotten specifically to be able to talk about that. But I think a lot of people have watched it, and hopefully we'll catch up when we can all see each other again.
All right, Abby, we are going to let you go, but I got to ask, what took you so long to get to North Carolina? It sort of worked out well because you were with the Flash in Western New York, and then they got purchased, they got brought down here. But you were obviously very good in college, recruited to UCLA. I believe the national coach, Jill Ellis, actually recruited you there, even though she didn't play for you. But all great soccer players, if they're great female aspiring soccer players, they come to the University of North Carolina. I don't care if you grew up in California. How did it take you so long to get here? Did Anson Dorrance miss on you, or did you turn him down?
You know what? I was looking at North Carolina for a little bit, but I really, once I took my official visit at UCLA, I fell in love with the coaches, the girls, the LA, the campus, and everything. So really couldn't go wrong there, and I'm really glad I decided to do that because we ended up winning the first national championship for UCLA, which is really special.
Sure.
All right, real quick, what is the one takeout or curbside place here in Raleigh that you've been have you taken advantage of or that you would take advantage of or give the listeners? What's your favorite go-to?
Oh, my gosh. There's this place called Wasabi. It's Thai. It has really good pad Thai, but also I'll have to admit that on my cheat day, I did order Chick-fil-A breakfast, and it was amazing.
Chick-fil-A breakfast, specifically.
There you go.
Okay. Is that every cheat day or just one cheat day?
No, just one cheat day.
All right, so we'll give a shout-out to Wasabi Sushi and Thai over there in Cary. I believe that's who you're talking about. So, right off US 1. All right. Abby Dahlkemper giving us tips for takeout, telling us she will not be Abby Exotic. Maybe somebody else will get that nickname. And she obviously hoping to get back to the NWSL playing soon. We appreciate you taking the time. Stay healthy. Stay up. Keep doing those workouts. And we look forward to seeing you back when you guys are playing, whenever that may be.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.